What's up, everybody? It's Psychic Greg Stanley here in Anchorage, Alaska. It's an absolute beautiful day here. I love being here, surrounded by all the wildlife and peace and tranquility. It's such a unique place. I freaking love it. So I'm just walking around the park here, and I was guided to sign on here for a few minutes and just discuss what Spirit has been showing me today that a lot of you probably need to hear today, because I certainly needed to hear it. And so the message I received today was to really pause for a minute and ask yourself, am I setting boundaries? Am I enabling a toxic person, allowing them to take advantage of me, and do everything to help them? Here's the deal. If they're actually bettering their lives and you're able to help them, maybe they're trying to get through school, maybe they are working on a promotion, whatever the case may be, and you're able to help them so they can get there, awesome. Maybe someone is going through a divorce and they have nobody else, to watch their kids or to take care of this or take care of that. And, you're willing and able to help them. Awesome. But if they expect you to help them, and if they retaliate when you say no, or you're unable to, or even if you can only devote some of your time, but not all of your time, and they get mad at you when the times you're not able to, I promise you, the right person who truly loves and cares about you, they're not going to get angry with you for saying no. Of course, it may be inconvenient for them because they got to, maybe look for somebody else. But hey, they can't depend on you all the time. If they stop loving you, or they retaliate, or they withhold somebody or something from you, or whatever the case may be, you know what? That person's using you, and anyone that's using you is self-centered, and they have to learn that they need to appreciate people who can help them, and they need to learn to be able to stand up on their own 2 feet, pull themselves up by the bootstraps at times, so that, they can grow, figure it out, and again, appreciate people like you who are going out of their way to help them, things like that. You don't have to run for every single emergency somebody has. You know what? They'll figure it out. And if they seriously retaliate, I even had clients tell me, hey, my daughter, she withholds my grandkids from me if I tell her no. Anyone that does things like that, again, they're using you. And when you allow yourself to be used, what happens is you start not only resenting them and making the problem worse, you're actually starting to resent yourself. And that causes depression, which affects your immune system, stresses you out. Any kind of stress is the breeding ground for all illnesses. And your body starts to tell you, hey, this is enough. I can't keep doing this. And when you're abusing yourself by allowing everyone to violate your boundaries and all that stuff, hey, you are going to get sick, and things aren't going to get better. They're going to get worse. And then you end up developing a habit of letting people do that. And you know what? I am 100% guilty of that. I've allowed that to happen to me. And, throughout my whole life, and a lot of that has to do with, religion. And we were told to do everything for Jesus. But when it was time, for us to receive some help and maybe some encouragement or whatever we needed, those very people were never available for us. But then we'll go, I'll see you next Friday for you to watch our kids or whatever. I watched my mom go through that constantly. It was insane, but hey, give to those who would help you in the same position, if you were in that position, if you can, and if they could, they'd help you if you were in their shoes. And those who retaliate, they're not your friends. And it's better to have no friends than to have one fake friend. This includes family. Blood does not make you family. The heart does. The connection, the soul connection, their actions of love tell you if they're family or not. And so, yeah, that's just the message that I received today, and I wanted to pass on to you guys because Spirit shows me that a lot of you have been feeling guilty for saying no, and you don't need to feel guilty for saying no. You did nothing wrong. Boundaries are natural. The land tells the ocean you can only go so far. It's a natural boundary. The ocean tells the land you can only go so far. So we don't have all land or all ocean. And when the boundaries are violated, it does cause problems, things like that. But when the balance is restored, then there's balance, there's peace. So we come from the earth. Our bodies come from the earth. It is natural to have boundaries. So those of us, especially who work in the spiritual realm or practice in the spiritual realm, things like that, as a hobby, as a business, maybe both, we need to take our own advice. And if we are one with the earth, we need to learn from the earth and behave like it. So that's my message. And I'm grateful for Spirit, and I'm thankful that Spirit is allowing me to be a channel to something maybe you needed to hear, you already knew and needed a confirmation of. Maybe this will apply to you at a later time, but here's the message. Love and light to you guys. Feel free to like and subscribe. Psychic Greg Stanley here on YouTube. Until next time, aloha. Bye, guys.